Have you ever wondered what it would be like for a famous person that either once existed or still alive, or even perhaps a character, like a cartoon character, either sang or read the lyrics of a hymn? Maybe that'd be like as if they were leading worship on a Sunday morning, that kind of thing. Well, I know I thought about that, me and my ADHD brain. Here's what it would sound like if a real life person or a famous character were to read or sing the lyrics of Amazing Grace. Hey, folks, take your hymn book and turn to hymn number 256, Amazing Grace, How Sweet the Sound. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wascally wretch like me. Or how about Howard Cosell, former TV personality and sports announcer. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a miserable wretch like me. How about Elmo?
Mr. Noodle, sit down, Mr. Noodle. I'm about to read the lyrics of Amazing Grace. Sit down, Mr. Noodle. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. Yay! Mr. Noodle! Mr. Noodle!
Or how about Elvis Presley? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Maybe some others like Jimmy Durante. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. Ah-cha-cha-cha-cha. How about Louis Armstrong? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. Or how about Popeye the Sailor Man? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind olive oil, but now I see. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved an epic wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, and I was epically blind. I was hugely, bigly blind. 'Twas blind, but now I see. It's Mario from the Mario Brothers. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a miserable wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. Woohoo! It's a praise and worship time. Woohoo! Mamma mia! Ay caramba! Woohoo!
Well, this is quite the Mickey Mouse operation. How about Mickey Mouse lead Amazing Grace? Okay? How about this? Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
A yunk,
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Gosh, but now I was blind, but now I see.
Aren't you and I, Bert, we're left out, aren't we? Amazing grace, Bert. How sweet the sound that saved Rubber Ducky and Bert, a wretch like me. I once was lost, Bert, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
I know Amazing Grace is one of the greatest hymns, but what about Count Your Blessings? I mean, there's so many. We can't count them all. There's just so many. But count your blessings. Name them one by one. Count your many blessings. See what God has done. Count your blessings. Name them one by one. Count your many blessings. See what God has done. 1, 2, 3, 4, and beyond. Do 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 do.